Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good day everyone. So today we're going to learn about chapter 10. Oops. Okay, chapter 10 of plantation crop 1, so AGR182. So in this chapter we're going to learn about the technology in nursery, the technology in planting oil palm, the agronomic and management practices, and harvesting of and processing of oil palm. So let's take a look into the first one, which is the technology in nursery. Okay, so when we talk about technology in agriculture, there are a lot of technology being developed right now. So one of the area um, is the technology for nursery. Okay, under the nursery, there are a lot of technology that can support the nursery operation. So one of it that is highlighted here is the tissue culture technology. Okay, so I believe we had learned this in previous class about tissue culture technology. So tissue culture technology, briefly, you can replicate the parent plant, the original plant, and then you can recreate a new plant, plantlet small plants in laboratory. Okay, you can replicate exactly the same plant having similar leaf, similar fruit characteristics. So by doing so, you can get you can have the advantage of getting the the good quality. Of course, you use tissue culture to replicate a good plant, so you get the good quality from that process. Okay, so that is a technology. Okay, one of the technology that can support the industry. Other than that, the tissue culture also can be used to create uh, a lot of plantlets in a short time. Okay, compared to seedling plantation. Okay, you sow seed. Okay, for this example is oil palm. So oil palm takes a lot of time in order to germinate the seeds. So by doing or using tissue culture, we can make the process faster and get a better result. Okay, so other than that, is the development of smart farming. Okay, so smart farming, uh, okay, the keyword smart farming usually associated with technology that can support the farming itself. Okay, um, as you can see in the picture, we have sprinkler. Okay, so normally the sprinkler need to be open and closed manually, right? So by integrate the smart farming technology, okay, you can make the sprinkler turn on and off by itself. Okay, of course by using sensor lah. So in this example, okay, smart irrigation for plant monitoring equipped with solar power. Okay, even they include the solar power, okay, to reduce the electricity bill. Other than that is drone for pest monitoring and fertilizer. Then we can also use drone to monitor the aerial view of our plant. Okay, let's say our plant got some attacked by disease. So maybe the color of the leaf is slightly different compared to the other plants. So you can notice by using the camera from the drone. Okay, and it can also be used for fertilizer. Fertilizer application. One of the example that use fertilizer application with drone assisted. Usually it is being applied at the paddy plantation. Paddy plantation. So in paddy plantation, because of the land is flat, right? So the to control the drone, the adjustment of height is quite simple. So they can use drone filled with fertilizer, liquid fertilizer, and then they can spray. on top of the plant. Okay, other than fertilizer, they can also uh, put pesticide. Okay, put pesticide. They can spray pesticides on top of the plant. So this process make easier and less labor intensive. Okay, however, of course, for buy the drone itself, you need a lot of initial capital. Okay. The other is utilization of tray instead of small polybag. So tray itulah the tray in nursery, of course, the seedling tray seedling tray. So some using nursery polybag, small polybag, but you need to transfer into a larger polybag after that. So it's easier using tray. So number two, the application of IoT digital farming using remote sensing. The remote sensing using a lot of uh, um, sensor, okay, to give a feedback on the application. Kita ada web application lah, accelerometer, GIS and smart intrusion detection. I think there's an example of this. So kita tengok kat sini je lah kan. So the integrated smart farming and smart management oil palm seedling nursery. Okay, imagine this is the old version of oil palm nursery. Of course, they have the irrigation system to support the nursery. Okay, plant in polybags, and then they have irrigation system. So before this, the pipe or the pump need to be turned on manually lah. Tekan, you push a button or turn on the electric or something like that. Then the nursery will have the irrigation system. Will irrigate. It will irrigate the plant. But now they include the automatic sensor. Okay, automation lah. So this switch can be turned on by using maybe your laptop or your smartphone. So you just press one button, okay, and then it can be turned on. Some of it are linked to the internet, but some just a local the local system lah. So you just press a button on the farm, at the farm, and then it will automate everything. Okay, but you need to physically attend at the farm. Okay, the other version is more advanced. You can access from anywhere. Okay, it's a web based, internet based, internet linked to the internet, and of course you need internet connection lah at your farm. Okay. So okay, this is how the smart farming work lah. They ada system. They have system. If you recall back just now, a remote sensing. So remote sensing, they can include a few sensor at the farm. Okay, at the nursery. So one of the sensor is the humidity sensor. Maybe they put one on the inside the polybag randomly across the nursery. So once the humidity sensor there is low humidity sensor sense there is low moisture, it will send a signal to the computer lah, the processing the processing data sites, and then it will alert the user. Okay, alert the user that the plant needs water. Okay, so here you can either maybe press the button, or it will automatically turn the sprinkler, okay, the motor of the sprinkler. So you don't need to do anything. So that is full automation lah. Okay, and it will stop when the sensor sense it have enough moisture. Okay, so that is only one example by using the humidity sensor. Okay, there are a lot of other sensor like temperature sensor, winds, okay, weather, okay, it can be included in the system. Okay, so technology in planting of oil palm. The other technology are GPS and GIS technology. So by using this, you can map. You can mapping your field before and after. So let's say before plantation, you can map and you can know which area are suitable for plantation and which area is not suitable for plantation. Okay. And after plantation, you can also map the 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 farm, in this case nursery. Okay, but better use for farm lah, large farm. So once you map your farm using GIS technology, geographical information system, what tadi? Ni geographic information system. You can layer the information system using this technology. First, you get the mapping using drone. You get a picture of the aerial picture of the farm, and then after that, you can set or you can put other information like the pump system, irrigation system. Okay. And then what else? Maybe plant. Where did the plant position in the farm? Okay, so all of that can be put on top of that base map. The base map is the earlier picture you take using drone lah. In order for you to understand this, the example is like the Google Map. In Google Map, you can have the option of viewing the road only, junction, the road, without other additional information. But you can also choose to select the satellite view. So when adding satellite view, you add another layer of information, which is the image lah. I believe in Google Map also they have the topographical, right? The height. So you can know where is the mount, where is the valley. So similar to that, you can make your own Google Map by using GIS technology, but for your farm lah. So by doing that, you know exactly the layout of your farm, where you should pay more attention, where are the places that are suitable to plant, okay, the irrigation system, and a lot of other things lah. Okay, using drone to assess the land. See, you can have the image, okay, of your farm, the aerial image, similar to Google Map lah, tapi lebih more detail lah, because you only focus on smaller area. UAV for area mapping and monitoring plant density. Okay, so actually a lot of things can be done using drone. Other than this mapping, you can also equip the drone with the thermal sensor. Okay, what in my previous work, what they do is they put thermal sensor on the drone. Okay, camera sensor. So once they irrigate the plant, they fly the drone. And then after that, the image from the thermal sensor, okay, camera sensor, the thermal camera sensor, they have various color. The hotter means the hotter color is in a red. The cooler color should be blue lah. Okay, so once they irrigate the plant, most of the plant, okay, will be in blue colour lah, the area where the plant is, because irrigation, they supply irrigation water kan, dah jadi sejuk. But some of the plant is red. What does that mean? Boleh fikir dulu apa tu agak-agak. So that means the irrigation is not does not reach to that plant. Maybe because of lack of pressure. Some of other things are the clog sprayer, the mist. At the end of the irrigation system, they put misting, the small, the nozzle is very small, so it can be easily stuck with sand, apa semua dirt lah. So when it's stuck, the water cannot move out, and thus it doesn't irrigate the plant. So the drone detect that area in red color lah, So that way we can easily access using drone without having a manual manpower to look into one by one whether the irrigation system work or not. Okay, so that is another way of using drone in farm lah. Okay, so the other technology in planting of oil palm is by using semi-automated planting machine. Okay, so this is for plantation lah. GPS guided laser tools for getting the row straight. Okay, drone generated area, like I mentioned previously, you can know which area are suitable for planting. Semi-automated tractor with integrated hole digging mechanisms, like in the picture. Okay, so they can dig the hole using this machine lah, sort of like auger. Okay. But in agronomy, the best practice is to get a bigger hole lah, not by using auger ni lah. But that is the current technology lah. Nak buat besar tu susah. Itu one of the option. So technology in planting of oil palm. Okay, when planting of oil palm, collar protecting guard. This is a simple protecting plastic. It can be plastic, it can be like a fence, jaring-jaring tu kan, wrap around the plant. Okay, water gel, hydrogel, this one usually put together during plantation. Okay, you dig the hole, okay, planting hole, and then you put the gel, okay, and then you plant the plant. So this water gel can hold a lot of water to support the initial growth of the plant. Plastic mulch tu yang biasa tu lah, to reduce the weed and also to reduce water loss. Okay, so there are additional info down there. You can click the link. Okay, of course, download the notes and then click the link. Okay, so we move on to the precision agriculture. Okay, technology in agronomy and management practices. First is automated sprinkler irrigation system. Okay, like we discussed earlier, it can be also automated water gate control system. Okay, it detects low water, then it open the water gate to flood the area. Automated drip irrigation. Okay, of course this need to use sensor lah. Kena ada sensor lah semua ni. Okay, automated drip irrigation and sprinkler ni, the humidity sensor, soil moisture monitoring system. You can use the sensor as well to monitor the soil moisture. Okay, technology in agronomy and management practices. The other practices are the integrated pest management, IPM. Nowadays, a lot of people are developing the AI technology for a lot of things. So one of it is the identification of the outbreak, we can predict using AI. Okay, can use camera. Okay, you can detect what is wrong with the plant. Okay, of course they need to have a database of images. So they run that, and then they find a prediction of the problems lah, lack of nutrient ke, attacked by disease, apa semua lah. Okay, and the other is use of biological control agents such as bacillus. So bacillus ni untuk ni lah, basil disease something. Basil stem rot. Okay, basil stem rot tak salah lah ni. Ni BSR. Okay, so formulation of biological control. Ada guna bacillus, ada guna fungus lain lah. So in biological control for pests ni is the use of other pests that can act as a predator to the pest. Okay, dalam case ni we are using bacillus lah. Okay, drone sprayer for controlling bagworm. Okay, in oil palm ni pakai sprayer lah, but in oil palm quite dangerous because the topography is not the same. Some are lower, some are higher. Hati-hatilah. It might crash. You might crash $1,000 of equipment. Okay, ini more safer by using sprayer. Just drag using tractor and then spray. Okay, using sprayer to control bagworm lah. Ulat bungkus. Okay, fertilizer optimization. Okay, some of the sensor can detect the nutrients. Nutrient can be detected what are the nutrient that are lack in that specific area. So you can, in advanced cases, you can have individual tank of, let's say, N, P, and K. So let's say lack of N, they just pump the N. Lack of P, the machine will pump P, and then for K. So that is in advanced technology lah. Other than that, but most of this technology currently, they just give a feedback what are the nutrient that are lack, and then you need to put the nutrient yourself in the tank. Irrigation tank. Okay, you mix your fertilizer in the irrigation tank, and then it will pump it as irrigation and fertilizer. Okay, other than liquid fertilizer that I mentioned just now, there is also slow release fertilizer, SRF, slow release fertilizer. So normally fertilizer, let's say you apply today, it will dissolve or suddenly increase the nutrient content for the plant. Nutrient available for the plant to be absorbed. So what happened? Normally a plant cannot absorb a lot of nutrient in one go. So what happened to the excess nutrient? It will be maybe leaching. So there is a loss there. So we can reduce the loss by using the slow release fertilizer. So slow release fertilizer, they release the fertilizer slowly, not in a burst. So the nutrients are available for the plant in a longer time. So no leaching lah, less leaching lah. Ni ada drone juga lah, sama lah, the one that we discussed just now. Okay, automated harvesting tools. Okay, for oil palm, I don't think fully automated tak ada lagi lah. There's no fully automated, but the semi-automated like this one. The motorized cutter, instead of you need to manually pull or push the cutter, and the harvester tools. This is mechanized, just tarik dengan manual, dengan minimal force lah, dia tercabut. Boleh itulah. Okay, so this is the next subtopic, the harvesting and processing of oil palm. So oil palm, once you harvest, you need to send it to the processing plant. So at processing plant, we have a lot of process. If I'm not mistaken, around 10 process. Okay, you need to steam, you need to press it, you need to filter. Okay, so during the process, technology like IoT can also be involved. It can detect, let's say, the quality of the oil. Okay, the pressure during cooking of the oil, and during heating of the oil, is it enough or not? So a lot of things can be included in the process. Okay, so these are the process. Sterilizer vessel. Okay, you need to cook the fruits. Okay, and then move it to thresher. And thresher, it will separate the fruits and the bunches. So you get fruits and empty fruit bunches. So the fruit will go into digester. This digester will press. Will press the oil. Okay, and then oil press, you get the oil. Okay, when it is pressed, okay, dah perah dia, dan minyak akan keluar. Okay, and then move to the vibration filter. Okay, to filtrate the to purify the oil lah. Clarification tank, oil filter. Okay, vacuum dryer tower. Ini this during the process, there are a lot of other liquid mixed with oil. So vacuum dryer ni dia remove all of that, and then pure palm oil, you get the pure palm oil. Okay, so for conclusion, an overview of age cutting technology revolutionizing oil palm cultivation and processing. While some of these innovation may not yet be widely accessible, they hold immense potential for future advancement in the industry. Okay, so I believe in future there are a lot of technology that can be integrated in oil palm. But currently, maybe more towards a simpler planting system, like the hydroponics. Hydroponic, you can automate everything right now. Okay, even you can do on your own. Tengok je kat Shopee tu, you can buy, let's say you want to make automation like into irrigation system, just buy the automatic on and off of the water tap, and then you buy the piping system, and you can do by yourself. Of course you need an internet. So that's it. Thank you everyone for listening and joining the lecture. Assalamualaikum and good day.